simplify the following. X minus x to the negative 1 as the numerator, and then 1 plus x to the negative 1 as the denominator. So the first thing we should do is evaluate these x to the negative 1s, right? Remember, when you have any number taken to the negative 1 power, that just means it's calling on the reciprocal, right? So this becomes 1 over a to the first power, which is just 1 over a. And for reference, similarly, a to any negative power is just 1 over a to that positive power, right? So, keeping that in mind, we can rewrite this as x minus 1 over x in the numerator, and then 1 plus 1 over x in the denominator. So now we have a complex fraction. So what we want to do is we want to multiply the top and the bottom of the complex fraction by the LCD of all the denominators. So since the only term we're looking at is x, right, that's the only distinct denominator there is, the LCD of x is just x. So let's multiply the top and the bottom of our expression by x, and I'm just going to distribute the x into each term, and I will simplify later. So x times x is the first term, minus x over x, and then x times 1 is just x, plus x over x. So, so I just multiplied the x into each term, and now I want to simplify. So x times x is just x squared, and then x over x just simplifies to 1. And then in the denominator we get x plus x over x, which is again 1. So now we try to simplify. We try to factor out everything since we have a rational expression. And notice x squared plus 1 is of the form a squared minus b squared. If you think of the 1 as a 1 squared, which we can do that, right? Because 1 squared is just 1. So a squared minus b squared is the difference of squares formula, and that's equal to a plus b times a minus b, where in this case a is x and b is 1. So now knowing that, let's plug that in. X squared minus 1 squared becomes x plus 1 times x minus 1, and the denominator stays the same. And now there's an x plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator, which cancel out. So we're left with x minus 1 over 1, which just simplifies to x minus 1. And since there's nothing else we can do to reduce, then that is the final result.